Yeah, I was talking to Mark about what he was doing when he was jamming, but yeah, you know what he said? Oh, I gotta tell you about this guy that I've been jamming with. It's like this freestyle jazz, you know? His name is Mike. Anyways, I started to tell Lenny the story, and I'm Lenny. And the next thing you know, Mark says, I ain't got an amp. I haven't played bass for Lenny in a while. I gotta get it out of my system. I don't have a lot of people to show off my chops to. I gotta get it out of my system. Lenny is here. I don't have an amp. I don't care. I know these jazz chords and what I'm playing, the slapping. I mean, I'd like to have that amp nice and loud, but I'm sure everybody out there can hear what I'm playing, because I wouldn't be playing this unless at least Lenny could dig it, because, you know, Mark wasn't going to go out today, no. But he decided, oh, I got to play my bass. I'll go down to Lenny's studio. So, about, I don't know, 4 o'clock? Yeah, 4 o'clock. Who comes roaming in? I see him in the hallway. Mark Welcome. Yeah, the Mark Welcome. Brother of Barry Welcome. Brother of Ray Welcome. Now, I remember these guys from the front page. Yeah. Now, Mark was a good guy back then at the front page. But his snap-ahead buddy, Dave, the sax player, every time the open mic would get slow, Dave would bring his jazz band. And guys like Mark would be there hogging the show, playing like 20, 30-minute sets. And Dave, the sax player, was the type of guy that when he wasn't playing, he wasn't one of these guys that was like hip. When Dave, the sax player, wasn't playing, he looked like he was so bored. And you know, you see those jazz guys in those old films, no matter what the other guys are playing, no matter what they're playing, when someone ain't playing, they're grooving, man. They're grooving. Not David. No. He just acted like he was just waiting for his soul to come in, sucking up that glory. You know, I've seen other people in Lowell do that. Speaking of Mark Welcome, and this is Mark Welcome here, someday we're going to get him an amp, maybe throw a pick in there, you know, maybe give him a shot, keep his beer in the freezer, get a nice little ashtray for him, huh? Think he'd like that. Now, why would I do that for my buddy Mark? I'll tell you. Years ago, at the Worthen, this little weasel, well, I don't want to say weasel, because, you know, people don't like to think of themselves as weasel. But there was a guy, and I won't mention his name, a guitarist, that ran the jazz jam. Yep. And Mark would be there playing bass at the jazz jam, at the Worthen. This is way back when. And I came down with my keyboard one night to play. Now, I'm not going to say this guitarist's name because, you know, he's never going to be well known anyways. And he's still a snap-ahead in Lowell. So after hanging around all night, this big-headed guitar player wasn't going to let me play for even 5 minutes. Until Mark, that's this guy here, trying to get his frustrations out on the bass, because that's what he's going to do when he goes home. So he might as well do it here and get it out of his system a little bit. Now, some people would feel bad for the guy that he has to come to somebody else. and play his bass with no amp. Just to hear himself play. But that's what takes balls. And you know what else takes balls? At the Worthen, you know what Mark did? And that's Mark right there, without an amp, but he had one the night at the Worthen. He let this big-headed guitar player, he told him, let Lenny play instead of me. Yup. Mark let me play instead of him. And he had an amp that night too. Of course, the whole band had an amp. I played for a couple of minutes, maybe 6 minutes, my stuff. Most people were unimpressed because, you know, if you don't play that standard recognized jazz that people like, they don't get it. But who cares? I always had a great time at the Sugar Shack. Now, Mark over here, once I told him, and he heard that I was taking pity on him having to play in someone's kitchen with no amp, which is here. You can see that he's really trying to pull out those chops and making it sound and trying to put a real performance. Now, someday, see, now he's getting to that sensitive part to let him go, hey, I feel hurt and I have to let the music know that. Now, how many people out there have friends that are going to come to their house with their bass and play in the kitchen without an amp? Not too many. That's why I'm one of the lucky ones. Yeah. And someday, in about a couple of years from now,
you fucking lucky, man.
when this is on YouTube, right?
No way.
And people are saying, Lenny, Mark, what the fuck you doing? Cause Mark can always say, oh, I was only playing along with Lenny rapping. I mean, Lenny wasn't following me. I was following him. You know, didn't you notice?
Okay.
I can't take any more of this.
Ah, see? I got you.
What? No, it's fucking...